Hi everyone, it's Alicia, and today I'm here with Guy from Parcel BI. Guy, how you doing this week?
Great, Alicia. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. So in today's video, it's another part of our series. We're going to be going through a case study here of a Parcel BI customer, and we're really going to be answering the question, how is Parcel BI a solution for small to medium-sized businesses? So I'd like to just turn that question right over to you.
Well, this next case study, I wanted to talk about how a good-sized business, don't get me wrong, they're not a small business, but they're not a huge business, and their customers are major retailers. So comparatively, their parcel spend, though significant to them, is insignificant to the likes of Walmart's, Target's, other large retailers.
Okay.
That's who they serve. And what Parcel BI was able to do for them was to give them insight into their data and their spend. And they realized that doing business with these major retailers, they were the little guy in the terms of the way the carriers looked at them. And these major retailers were actually able to get the carriers to enforce their policies upon them as a supplier. And what Parcel BI exposed for them was the fact that there were a lot of surcharges that the customer, these major retailers, refused to pay as part of their shipping policy, and the carriers were in turn flipping these charges back onto them, and they weren't aware of it. So they got the carriers to enforce their shipping policies, the retailer shipping policies on them to their detriment. And it was a significant detriment. Now, in this first picture, you can see there are all sorts of charges that are not being associated with a particular receiver. What was happening is the carriers were billing these charges to the Parcel BI customer who didn't realize that they were paying for charges on shipments that were being shipped collect to these major retailers. So these major retailers were getting the carriers basically to flip the charges back and enforce their shipping policies back onto the Parcel BI user who didn't know that these charges were even coming back and costing them money. So that was value number one that they were able to get from Parcel BI. Exposure to over $80,000 in charges that they thought were being paid for by their customers. And if you go to the next slide, we were able to expose some additional savings in that they were using a third-party broker actually to get better rates with one of the carriers. And they were unaware of the fact that there was a billing error, and third-party broker didn't make them aware. They were very trusting of this third party, as well as the carrier, and they weren't aware of the fact that there was a billing error in the systems that generated their bills, and it was a significant cost. As you can see, that their incentives dipped for just 1 week, and it cost them over $15,000. So Parcel BI was able to expose that, as well as many other opportunities to improve policies and procedures internally to really drive down costs. And obviously, the retail business right now is in flux, and there's a lot of challenges there to save money. So certainly, you don't want to pay any more than you're supposed to for your shipping, as well as you want to look at the ways you can improve policies, procedures, and general awareness on what you're doing that could be driving costs unbeknownst to you.
All right, Guy. Well, thank you for telling us a little bit about that. And, while we were looking at those photos, that dip looked pretty small, but in just 1 week, they lost out on $15,000. So that's a big impact on a business, especially during COVID and when during this time when everybody's really nickeling and diming. They're trying to save as much money as they can.
Right. Every dollar counts.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, my last question real quick for you is, how hard would something like that be to find if you didn't have Parcel BI?
Well, they had a team of people who were trying to look for those types of things, and they also had trusted a third party, and everybody missed it until Parcel BI. So that could be one reason maybe to even do our 25-point review, where even as part of our proof of concept and our demo to you, we can load up your data and expose those type of things to you very quickly.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So if that sounds like you, you've listened to this story and you realize this is exactly what you're looking for, you're going to want to get in contact with Parcel BI. You can give Guy and his team a call to ask any questions that you might have and to get help setting up. And then if you'd like to explore more, sign up for that demo. You can do so at parcelbi.com. Thanks again, Guy.
Thanks, Lisa.